That was nice of you. Thanks.
I think it's a bit scary if they pick Ember. They could transit their Ursa to like.
Morphling Phantom Lancer lineup. That is.
Okay. That is
kind of greedy.
Yeah, very aggressive. Going adaptive strike in that level 2. Don't need the waveform. But Sumail's still ahead, so he's sitting at 1100 net worth compared to the 800 of mid 1, and it's 1 minute into the game. This is just Alchemist in a nutshell. Top lane can go for the sun onto Mirana. She doesn't have a leap available. Fana's in trouble. Needs to get away from this one, but Arteezy will spill the first blood and forces YapzOr back under his own tier 1 tower. While on bottom lane, it's S4 to find the kill onto Puppy. Fly, as well as S4 comboing nicely, and there's not a lot Ace can do about it at that point.
Top again.
And they're actually going in again, where they got both double clap. Fana, the Fury swipes are up so high on the stacks. The Team Secret, they're willing to go back into these fights, but they're just feeding the beast.
So we'll send that down to mid to stay strong against Sumail. But I think Sumail is okay with what is happening right now. He could be losing this lane harder. Oh, as I say that, he could be in trouble this time around, though.
Real aggressive waveforms in. He's already used adaptive strike, but that's enough life strength Morse up to tank up the tower.
Now he's not as happy anymore. How often do you see Sumail get solo killed at this event? Transform into a nice mid-game position, whereas the Soul Ring generally seems to fall off quite a bit. So you will be seeing this from, I think, pretty much every Alchemist.
Good arrow coming in. YapzOr just had to hold him there to hit the 5-second arrow from Fada. And this just opens up mid 1, not only for the kill, but to pick up the Arcane Rune. Fly was sitting around there for a good 10-15 seconds, waiting for that rune to spawn up.
And they have to assume that they're crossing in toward the mid to mid 1, so he's going to pop the Invis Rune, will break the smoke on crit at least. Can they actually find anything out of this? There's no aggressive moves really being made by Secret here. They're just trying to dodge and get theirs.
There's one from mid 1. The splinter blast from Puppy should be the extra bit of damage they need to kill off crit. And mid 1, well, he'll claim it. YapzOr had the kick to help out, but Arteezy finds Ace. Such a bigger kill. You go for support. And the kick, nope.
On cooldown. Yep. This opens up. So what EG accomplished with this, they didn't find any kills, but they took control of the top area again, and they want to get up there and get that Roshan.
They take control of mid. Sumail, the jump is coming in. Mid 1 changes himself to the Morphling, so he's got the concoction available, and it flies forward. So does mid 1.
Big kill.
Keeping up with his own concoction. A huge kill to slow down the money of Sumail, not to mention how much money he's worth. Alchemist not going to do the same thing. He's going to try and man to dodge it out. Team Secret on the hunt. To the Radiant jungle, they go, but they really want to have this mid lane. Crit's going to reveal himself with the Wave of Terror, but they want the Alchemist. This is the invasion reason. The whole time they came here, they want to get this quick kill onto Sumail. Rolling ball to fall, they get the silence. No chemical rage to work. The E-Blade pop him in mid 1. Chalks up his 6th kill of the game.
And this should be a mid tower too, unless they buy back this Alchemist. Ursa is showing in the top lane.
He's in trouble. No doppelganger available. 12-1 charges. He uses them, but does not buy anywhere near enough time.
Oh, that's a tower defender.
Yeah.
Getting that PL kill is probably enough.
Even S4 coming in towards the mid lane, looking after mid 1. Oh, that's a lot of damage. He's got regeneration, but with a bug on him, he has to strength morph up quickly, but can he run away even faster? Here comes Sparta with the arrow. S4 easily able to dodge it as Crit, swapping mid 1 back into the fight. He's got waveform in a second. The curse is down from Puppy, keeping Arteezy off this fight, changing the BS for a quick stun and then waveform away. Mid 1 can now burn this regeneration rune and get into the fight once more as YapzOr finds his target. It's S4. The arrow won't connect, but it won't matter. Mid 1 from the low ground just shotguns down S4. But the critical thing is that Blink Dagger, which is now on Sumail. They've got jump initiation for Evil Geniuses.
Fly's drawing the line top. He wants to push this top wave out. It is very clear that EG's next objective is the Roshan, and Secret will not let them have it.
Nice observed ward on the hill. Puppy's going to see it, but here's the Blink concoction going up to Puppy. Can he cold embrace in time? The invis, they have detection, but the cold embrace is there. It won't stop Arteezy from earth shocking him down and instantly into Roshan. Puppy does have buyback available as mid 1 hovers just northeast of that Roshan area. The arrow flies forward. Arteezy and Roshan both miss it as they're hugging the rock wall. But here comes Ace with the jump forward. They bring down S4 buybacks. Still all available, but it's Team Secret who are the ones dropping and will actually commit that first buyback on YapzOr. Arteezy, do you still think Roshan is possible? Winter Wyvern has Arctic Burner as well as the Curse available, but for once Team Secret, they're not aware of what's going on. They've been so good with Ace sending illusions time and time again into Roshan that they knew what was going on, but this time around,
he did not see the smoke. He broke there. He was just outside of the radiant vision from the ward they have to the south of Roshan. So the smoke's still not broken, but at this point it's starting to become really obvious what Secret are doing. They haven't been shown on the map for so long, and they're ready.
They go for the curse already. It's on to S4. Keep him out of the fight. Morbling wants to get involved. The arrow is a long stun on the crit. He'll be controlled, but Mid1 trying to put this double damage to use, looking for a target. And right now, they've all run away or died. They get the kick. Yapsor caught up to him, and with Ursa, the adaptive strike flies forward. So much damage with the lens. They break the Aegis Immortal, but buyback comes in from Vengeful Spirit. The concoction from Samel, it'll go straight, but the one from Mid1 may be a hell of a lot better. Over towards Fly, protects himself inside the Supernova. Trying to reach it, but the 3-man stun! Samel hits them all! The side of a barn is a target too small for him. Now they're after Yapsor. Mid1, can he get the kill onto crit? No, he cannot. Has to waveform away. Arrow flies forward. Samel backs off as he sees it coming. Another quick concoction, but Arteezy enraged up. Looks for the kill on Mid1. 9-1 charges available. Waveform in a second, but Morbling locked down, controlled and murdered. Evil Geniuses, the double kill for Arteezy. The tier 2 tower as well. You never saw like a fantastic curse apart from isolating S4, but you're isolating the 3 position of EG with no one around him.
S4 has pretty much been just setting up every fight. He's just been dying, actually. The way the fights have been starting is that they commit a lot onto this
concoction, blink forward, going after Fada. Double leap will get him back into safety, and Puppy burns the Arctic Burn to get away to safety, but mid lane, no safety. Ace down for 50 seconds without a buyback available. It's not because he spent his money, he just hasn't earned any.
They choose to wander out of their base when Mid1 is 100 gold from the Lincolns that he now picks up. So that was not the peak of their timing there. It's not a great timing to speak of, but everything matters at this point. You definitely don't want to fight without that Lincoln Sphere.
Yep, especially if they come up, rolling boulder forward in towards the mid, going after Crit with the Sentry Ward down. They have the extra information, so Crit will fall, but here comes S4 around the back. The E-Blade pop, Morbling almost killed off S4. He'll time-lapse off the damage. Concoctions onto the ES, Mid1 focusing onto the Supernova. He needs more hits, he needs more time, and he has it. Waveforms up, it's a 2-for-2 trade-off. That's a good thing in Team Secret's mind, because it could have been a hell of a lot worse. Mid1 tries to pop an illusion in the mid, but they're coming down for the bottom rune. Puppy Mid1, extra TP over, so S4 is going to be in the neighborhood. Puppy will have to get the curse into the arrow. That's the only way they find this kill, and they leap. They don't even see him. S4 is just taken to the lane, and now he'll turn around. And it was, again, all runes going the way of Evil Geniuses.
And they gotta use Moonlight Shadow defensively. They just want to get the hell out of here.
Arteezy, he actually blinked into it. Crit has to swap him away to safety with the E-Blade pop. Arteezy will fall. A huge kill for Mid1. Crit to follow through. The curse is out. Samel wanted to try and fight in here, but Puppy says no. Hold him in position. Isolate S4 with a kick. Mid1 has a triple kill. Samel wants to try and help this out, but what can he really do? He has to blink away and run down the lane. Evil Jesus, it was the worst case scenario for them. It's not only 1, 2, 3 kills, they're all on Mid1. So Team Secret, actually let's just have a quick look at that mid fight again. So Arteezy really in the thick of it.
He really seemed unaware, which is surprising because they had the Moonlight Shadow,
back to the wall.
Speak of Arteezy.
Yapsor going in after it. Arteezy will enrage up, trying to survive. More supports arrive in the form of Samel. Arrow flies in, and Samel stunned up for 5 seconds. Mid1 just pump him down. But there's more where that came from. Evil Genius is ready to fight. Puppy. Oh, cold embrace for the moment. Ace is trying to break him free. Here comes your Icarus dive, able to get Mid1 fired up. But Team Secret want to retreat. Fada has a leap available, and they turn around. Mid1 with the E-Blade pop crit, almost goes down to it. However, Mid1 does. Arteezy was able just to close the distance. Even without Abyssal Blade, he still finds the kill. S4's harassing up the mid lane. Puppy wants to try and force him back. S4's got time lapse available. Fada so low on life, they have to get the bug off him, and they're able to do so. 33 HP is enough for Fada to limp back to base. Obviously, this is going to be an uncontested Roshan with Aegis and Cheese going to Evil Geniuses. But it's the Mandasam, which is almost done over on Ace. In fact, it is now done. He's trying to get in for the heart, become that problematic child that Evil Geniuses just cannot deal with. So That is one thing they can do, but they're trying to wrap around. Now they're going to Moonlight Shadow as well. Come in closer, look for that Radiant Vision. It is actually non-existent. There's 3 Sentry Wards up, and they find Arteezy. Yapsaw, arrow flies forward. Perfect. Chain stuns in from Evil Geniuses. He doesn't have an Aegis to save him. Weaver locked in. Where's this secondary arrow? It is not available. Still on cooldown, so a quick time lapse. The massive amount of sentries. That kick from Yapsaw, it needed to connect to open up the space. They leap down to get some of these bounty runes as BKB S4 runs away to safety.
Judging from the last 5 minutes, this might be the safer choice.
Moonlight Shadow's out again. Radiant Scan's going to ping correctly. Defensive Observer Wards down from Team Secret. And it looks like Evil Geniuses are not going to give them the fight they're looking for, or maybe they do. Samael with that Octarine and Aegis, he's looking for a kill.
Okay.
Blinks up really, really aggressive, but Yapsaw kicks him. The concoction, Samael stuns himself, but then into the rolling boulder. Arteezy ready and waiting for him. Mid one as well. Waveform way too far close. Samael jumps in again for another concoction. He goes for ace. Great doppelganger away to safety, but no mid one. He has buyback on cooldown. He spent the money on the BKB. The curse from Puppy is buying some time as he slows them up. Splinter Blast does some good work too, but still, EG, they've got the sustain, and Arteezy's got the balls. Jumping in real deep after Fada under the tier 4 towers. It won't happen, however. They go back to the primary objectives. Tier 3s, Raxus, and Puppy. Samael is right on top of him, and they bring him down. Radiant Burn doing the work while he's protected inside the cold embrace. The buyback has to come in from Puppy as Team Secret. You knew it was going to happen eventually. Their bait is being broken into many, many pieces. And how do they defend this?
Still 40 seconds on the Morphling. There is no way Secret win a fight without that Morph.
Sparta had to leave. He has nothing left. Puppy gives him the cold embrace. Sparta protected by the BKB and that cold embrace. But then a leap up. The BKB wears off and the Nova's in the perfect spot. Team Secret trying to get back into their home. The Nova will stun up both Puppy as well as Ace. They're in the safety of their fountain, but their base is not so safe. The bottom lane of Rax, Evil Geniuses are removing it right now.
We'll see if they choose to go for the Megas or not. They still have the Alchemist Aegis, so I don't see why they would need to stop here. Sure, Supernova is on cooldown, but the rest of the tools that you have are still more than enough. And we're charging up the concoction. He finds Yap.
Yep, right underneath the tier 4 towers. Once again, the cold embrace from Yapsaw going to be protecting him as Puppy. Nice curse onto Alchemist. He'll end up stunning himself with the concoction, but it won't matter when Arteezy has just mopped up the back lines. Yapsaw and Puppy both down. The Morphling is back to the world of the living, however, so mid one able to try and help defend. But it still seems like an insurmountable task, especially when Arteezy, he gets the jump in, mid one, stunned up, and now he'll actually have to change into Arteezy. Battle back and forward. Arteezy slowed up by Ace. They have the control. That's why you got that E-Blade pop with Samael concoction stun. Mid one's Lincoln Sphere will protect him as Ace creates more of himself. Summon the army of Phantom Lancer, especially now the Aegis is timed out on Samael. Be careful with EG's push. They have Moonlight Shadow up. Mirana TP's in towards the front lines. They want to try and be, okay, no they don't. They want to wait it out and just have a fearful TP. Five times in a row.
Broken Archie.
Yep.
And, well, you got any better ideas?
I see Arteezy with a double damage rune. That's a pretty good idea.
Could be it. You can't destroy the fountain in Dota 2 Archie.
You'll be able to the sentry ward. Yapsaw needs to respond. A quick swap out. Actually dropping the Morphling well out of the fight, buying the space for Arteezy just to go ham. They will kill off crit. So a 1-for-1 trade up this Arteezy runaway. BKB has now disappeared, and the double damage rune is sticking out as well, but that's why Samael back in again, and we have the Supernova. They're all in that. They're going to kill it, and they bring it down. Arteezy breaks free. He doesn't have the regeneration that came with the Supernova, and that's why a quick leap away. Arteezy with no mana to work with, but S4, he's ready to come into the backline. Sparta, BKB's up defensive with the arrow onto the Alchemist, but Arteezy, he can just bash, and Sparta on the hillside will fall down. So will Ace with the concoction stun. Puppy, how many times have we seen him trying to hold himself with a cold embrace? But I don't think anything can hold back EG. They have managed to bring down so much of Secret. Morphling, Mirana, PL, the 3 cores are up with a range rack to defend. Not to mention their tier 4 towers, which are also under threat.
We have seen 100%. We have seen it. Is that the one? Is it the shrine it's holding on to? No, it's not. It's got to be the Megas.
Yeah.
It's got to be the Megas that is waiting for it. There's always that hope with the last barracks for Secret.
Oh, Weaver's coming up for it. He'll run straight into Puppy, puts on the Weaver Beetles, and Puppy, so much damage on him, so he has to call a brace. But Arteezy in deep finds Yapsor. A perfect concoction chase on over towards Sparta as well. Mid one's looking for his own concoction, but the Supernova under the tier 4 towers. Sparta and mid one can't focus it. Arteezy and Samel just too strong. The BKB is going to wear off after the Supernova has already got the crush in. That's really the game. No way to defend, and GG is called. Evil Jesus take game 1 against Team Secret. They're motivated and they're ahead.
And they made it look relatively easy. There were 1 or 2 hiccups there for the Evil Geniuses, but overall...
Clings, Midpo, or Arkward.
Arkward, all right.
Let's see.
Well, you called it, Black. We're going to look stupid afterwards because it's going to be a Tinker coming out for Secret.
They already forced Fly back to base. He's done a long walk with his Undying all the way back here. In the meantime, obviously it's going to be free farm for Fata as Drow Ranger just can't come close to the wave. The Yapsar is not letting him pull.
Yeah, it's that dangerous thing. Bottom lane, perfect body blocks up. He doesn't have a champ, but he's got an illusion. S4's got 6 charges and he will go down. Puppy will club him and get the first blood for Team Secret, leaving Crit all by his little lonesome on that off lane. Do you actually think EG should sacrifice earlier items to get to these BKBs, or do we still need a lot to have a lot of the utility items?
You definitely need to get build-up items. If you rush BKBs, you run the risk of just getting out farmed.
S4's dead again.
Oh.
Bottom lane.
Getting the Fata treatment from last game.
Yeah.
Does he have his TP ready?
He does not. He TP'd down before. S4, at least you said in game 1. It's a long walk back. Mid one's actually going all the way back to Fountain. So Puppy, hey, you get some levels in mid lane. Double damage rune. He can play up against Samel.
This does, however, mean that S4 gets a lot of
top
space
lane.
bottom.
Fade Bolt, perfect with the Starfall as well. Telekinesis Arrow once more. Yapsor and Fata combination, and 20 seconds until Shrine is up.
If Laser was ready there, mid one would have got the kill. But Samel accounted for it, backed off, and instead of using his flask, he will go and take that bottom Shrine. It looks like S4 and Crit have no need for it. He can use it alone.
Damage from the magic missile on the bottom lane. Ace is loving it, but then he loves the Ghost Shroud. Into the regeneration, still hasn't got the bug off him. S4 does heavy amounts of damage with this, and with the Wave of Terror, it's so much negative armor. The Necrophos just cannot survive.
In these last 2 minutes, EG have kind of full-on recovered this lane that they were doing really poorly in.
It's going to get worse as well on that bottom lane. Once the turret ranger hits level 6, you'll have so much extra damage, but his Crit's movement so quickly into the mid, make the most of the call down with the Rocket Barrage. The TP support comes way too late and even gets cancelled. They just cannot reply quick enough.
Look at this.
And Samel even TP's in so early, like he only got 3/4 of his mana pool when he arrived in the mid lane.
Looking for the rune, not getting it. It's bottom.
Perfect stuns. They don't have level 6, however. Scythe is not up. For the Necrophos, with a bug on him, one more Death Pulse will do the work, and S4 will fall. Ace able to claim him. Crit. Okay, they'll get rid of the bugs finally.
I think you play around S4 right now. You use this Weaver, having 120 damage from the Drow. Well, in total. That's not unreasonable. And try to play to his strengths here. Looks like what they're doing.
Under the Sentry Ward. Where's the Reaper's Scythe? It's going to come down. He needs
no! Got it off.
The timing. Ace was trying to interrupt the time lapse out. Puppy has no other choice but to TP out. The Death Pulse gives him enough life to survive. Ace being there for his teammate, but now they're in trouble. Yapsor will fall up on the top lane to Arteezy. Ace has to Ghost Shroud, but his negative armor is dropping quickly with the Wave of Terror. Crit's coming in deep with the Magic Missile will connect. The bug will fall off, but it won't matter. The real one's there to run straight through him.
And they got the kill on the Yapsor Rubik top.
Okay, he's
not going to offend anyone, including him.
You played with him. You definitely know.
Like, ooh, Shrine. For me? Yep, sure, take it. Yeah, I mean, nobody else needed it anyway, so why not? Might as well burn it there.
Arteezy's gone jungle. He's just trying to keep himself safe from any
trouble.
attack.
They're going to dive him with Tombstone. He is screwed here.
Yeah, he's got the Ghost trying to buy a little bit more time. Fly's a little unhealthy, but okay, it doesn't matter. The call down, so much damage with Rocket Barrage.
Gyrocopter is one of the best carries against Necrophos in this stage of the game, just because you really don't want to Ghost Shroud, but you have to when these physical damage heroes come in, especially with the Drow Aura. Gyro just solos him through the Shroud. Like, this level 4 Barrage plus cooldown takes him from full HP to 0.
But you got what you're asking for, to play around S4's Weaver. S4 now actually has a TP towards the mid lane because Yapsaw, Puppy, and
Good
nice Gus
but-
actually stops mid one from getting the instant March of the Machines down, which is there now, so S4 probably not want to stand here and fight. EG's just scrambling a little bit. S4's the man having the best time, which is not really a great thing to say when he has exactly the same net worth as the Necrophos. He needs to be part of these fights, which is about to happen in mid. Sumail and Crit rotate around the back. Ace is becoming the punching bag. He'll get the Ghost Shroud off, but he just amplifies himself. Death Pulse is available, so he has to, like, he sustains for an extra half a second.
He even leveled up Ghost Shroud to have longer duration on it to get another heal out. I think he had a Death Pulse and a wand with a lot of charges on it, and he still died. And they also used Moonlight there, I believe, yeah. So that's not available for 2 minutes. This is a great pickup for EG, especially if they end up getting the tower here. And S4 is rotated in behind that
swap. The swap onto Yapsaw. He'll get the pickup and throw it back down again. And he actually steals swap, tries to get away, but S4's already waiting up. And he's looking for mid one as well. Tinker. There's the time lapse out for S4.
Mid one did not account for that at all. Basically, the homing missile was flying toward Yapsaw, and he died and it switched direction onto the Tinker, and S4 immediately picks up on that. He's like, great, free kill.
That Starfall's in the wrong position. Fly trying to deny himself up to the Centaurs, but no. Even if the Centaurs supered the last bit of damage in, the Reaper's Scythe claims the kill. No one's going to hit it. The Courier is flying in, and they're actually going to claim it. Yeah. Team Secret are not there in time, and do they really have a great way to counter it anyway?
They could have maybe helped this if they got Tinker in position with 2 marches, but...
Lens a stun. Here comes mass TPs in. In fact, it's all 5 heroes moving to the top. Fada throwing out the arrow, hoping to catch out Arteezy, but he's hiding in the tree lines. No TP scroll on the Drow Ranger. Maybe the reason why they think they've got this. The TP just got delivered, but Arteezy, he starts to burn it. Do they see him in time to leap up? The stuns are available, and Arteezy will fall. And he'll also give away Gust. Sure.
That is a pretty good steal in this game. It's really, really good against Weaver. Well, he dropped the Sorry at least. Well, that's something. Yapsaw didn't get the spell that he was hoping for. He got the time lapse. He definitely wanted Shukuchi in that situation.
They are really just staying on Puppy's butt. They're going to go underneath the tier 1 tower with a Rocket Barrage. Sumail. It's a very, very simple kill for him.
This is actually one of Ogre's worst matchups in terms of playing against carries. The Gyrocopter is super annoying just because he's not, you know, the way Ogre plays in this early mid game is that you feel like you can't come close to him and just man fight him, but Gyro just brings him down so fast.
Yapsaw gets a quick pick and drop down. Ace with the Blade Mails, trying to make him kill themselves. He almost does it with the Scythe. Fly, he will fall down. It wasn't to the Reaper Scythe, however. But EG get what they were looking for. It was Yapsaw underneath the Observer Ward that was on the hill that saw over the tree line to get that initiation off.
Strong in lane, but now you can actually get items and get that, for example, the Force Staff for your team with a Glimmer Cape that little bit earlier. Sometimes you can even get really greedy and go for an axe later on in the game. S4.
Yeah, they see him, but they don't want to reveal the fact they know detection. Sentry Ward is down. Time lapse is available. S4's able to use it, but then again the pickup. Yapsaw's there and they slam down S4.
Nicely done. They coordinated that very well. Knowing he would time-lapse, Yapsaw was standing where the Weaver was earlier, gets that instant lift, and I think, did he even steal? He stole Shukuchi too.
Yeah.
So, very happy with that one.
Yeah, this is the dream ability if you're a Rubik. Such fast movement speed lets you get in close. The arrow will fly straight, but into the tree lines, they'll see Sumail pick up and gets the call down into a BKB. And Team Secret, it was the dream steal, but now they're losing everything. Ace will have a little bit more of a heal, but that Blade Mail does not protect him. Evil Geniuses just pushing back Team Secret. But there is still problems. It's the fact that you have this never-ending spam coming in from the Tinker that just makes it difficult for EG to move forward.
Is he going to smoke this or no?
Is he? Thinks about it?
Okay, not valuable enough.
Yeah. Smoke versus Life of Undying.
Yeah. It's 400 gold. You know, the smoke is a lot cheaper, but that cooldown has a high value, and Fly decides, you know what? I'll just take it.
We're giving him the credit. He also saw the rocket coming his way.
Yeah,
that would have
definitely
been
was aware of
like a bad surprise, like Arteezy, who was just farming up the Ancients on the Radiant side of the river, allows Team Secret just to walk up and execute him.
That's a big kill. They had the great Observer Ward from earlier. He has both damage types. He has so much of it. And Secret, they've got to find a way of dealing with this Gyrocopter, who's now building in towards the Aghanim Scepter.
Never-ending pickup control.
Yapsor.
Always get Fade Boy. Yapsor runs in, but remember, he's got that ability with Chikuchi just jump straight back out again. Tombstone dropped down by Fly, so they got the team fight because Sumail, BKB, Flag Cannon working once again, but the draw range is dead, so this damage output is really not as high as he would really have liked to. They get the one for it, and Puppy, maybe a couple of others. Sentries are down, so they have really good vision. Sumail jumps forward over on Yapsor. Chikuchi's away to safety once more, and away from the arrow that was flying forward. That homing missile was chasing the Tinker all the way back to base.
Do I get Blink or do I get a damage item? It's like, you've got both, as long as Drow's alive. So he can just get in, get up close and personal, and do all of that damage with a flat cannon so fast bottom
The
lane.
scan grabbed RTZ. The arrow flies forward. It won't be able to connect as well, but it won't matter. Mid one arrives, secures the kill. Now going forward 2 and 8. And this will allow Team Secret to take both the bounty runes on the bottom, but they lose both of them on top. Team Secret are committing to the bottom tier 2 tower. Fardas having this with no issues. Catapult behind them, and Evil Geniuses didn't get enough of a push up on top. They have planted aggressive observer wards back behind the tier 2 tower on top lane. But with March of the Machines, it's so hard to jump forward. And again, Fly, S4 and Crits right behind him, ready to fight. But here comes Farda with the Starfall. They already get the grab, and the Stolen Tombstone from Yapsor is going to make this a minion fight as Crit into the tree lines. He actually can live through this as S4. No, he cannot. S4 can't get the kills in time. Puppy's kind of stranded as well. Double buybacks coming in from Team Secret. They really want to win this fight, especially now that Sumail doesn't have cooldown, doesn't have BKB, and Arteezy can't even get up the bloody hill. The Lincoln Spear tries to protect him, but it will not protect from rockets. A double kill for mid one and 2 big ones as well. And Ace gives them all the sustain they need. So yeah, this is Team Secret having both the Aegis and Cheese 30 minutes into the game.
Yep. Each year going to yield. They feel like they can't access the area anymore.
How is he meant to take these engagements when Team Secret seem to have this way just to back off the sustain from the Death Prophet, the tankiness that comes from the Ogre, who is no longer just the meat packet that EG can pump into and kill pretty quickly. He's got Medallion, he's got Urn.
Oh, good
they
swap.
swap him.
He has Cheese.
Found the target, he has Cheese, so go Shroud and then get the life back up again. Call down, committed, Fly. He's going down so low.
Look at the damage.
Walkers, but the flag cannon from Sumail, he hits in like a truck. Ace is gone, Farda is committing. The Starfall won't be able to kill off S4. The Rockets are following after him. He's got double and S4. He will survive as the Rockets just disappear. Okay, that's an interesting line to draw. Go this way and walk into Team Secret.
S4 just quickly showing bottom and pushing out this wave a little bit, or maybe, yep, he will do it again.
Oh, Puppy is so close. And this is the ward. What vision! Throws it down. The arrow will connect. VS will swap him out. Arteezy will be able to survive and get the guts back. And Sumail turns on the power after mid one. He got the big one. Will there be more buybacks? Ogre's already committed one. Ace gets the side stop. It won't be enough to kill off Arteezy. The time lapse from S4. He'll even repair the damage. As Team Secret, they did double buyback. Mid one did it himself.
It's how OG won at least one of their majors. This spot right here. It was their really big comeback against VP, I believe it was in the grand final game 5, was it?
Is Puppy trying to bait? He's walking down to the mid lane. Rubik's gonna finally TP back, so they see the Drow Ranger, get the initial stun. Farda, they just nuke him, but the swap, it won't be enough. The Starfall followed him up, but now Sumail, blink in, turn on the Black Cannon, damage. The Scythe wants to buy a little bit of space. They're able to kill off Crit, so it is a 2-for-0 trade-off, but Sumail is still up and fighting. Satanic is burned, and S4 was with him, holding the hand the entire time, but Puppy, the only one to go down for Team Secret. Mid one needs to shove in these side lanes. Right now, EG have no real threat. And then actually, yeah, they know it. They smoke up. They'll move down through the river, looking for a target. Puppy is the Night Watchman up on the hillside. Do they actually break the smoke? Rubik, Yapsor sitting in the trees. Smoke will break, but a quick blink away. Yapsor is out, and they get the pickup. If Arteezy dies, he won't. Chris set a swap and Flat Cannon. Sumail goes once again. Farda has to leap away. Ace is the sacrificial lamb. He'll side, but there's the heal onto the Vengeful Spirit, plus the hood to save him. Ace somehow is surviving through all of this. So much ability use, but no death.
Somebody die already.
Never-ending fight. Evil Genius is back into Roshan. Team Secret are coming over, but they're there way too late. Refresher Shard is available.
Did you know that Drowra line?
Oh, pick up. Yapsor's not done just yet. The rockets are flying in. Ace them pretty close. He's got the protection. The Tombstone is doubled down once again. So Team Secret, they have to find the distance. Puppy into the back lines. Goes to the sun over on Sumail. There's no BKB on him, so they probably feel the confidence to fight, but there is no confidence. Puppy and Ace just get obliterated by Arteezy. They're looking for an angle to fight. Do they actually know where EG is? Right now, this is EG's home. They're charging rent for this area.
Ah, the classic fly spot again.
It is. And Moonlight Shadow, they'll bounce down. They're going to find Crit moving down the lane. Nice little arcane rune that Samel's moving over for.
Oh, no.
Crit's right next to him. The scythe comes down. Samel will die. And they look to get the follow-up into Crit. Yaps are protected by the Ghost Scepter. Crit will go down. Fighter with a double kill. Mid one. He's underneath the tombstone, but the BKB protecting him, allowing his TP out to be successful. S4 was trying to chip away at him. They get rid of the tombstone, so Team Secret can stand here to fight. But they already want to retreat. Yapsaw, they're in the mid lane. It was the Yule Scepter pick up a time lapse. S4 runs away as fast as he possibly can to the north.
They're definitely going to be forced to buy back Venge, maybe even the Gyrocopter.
They need to do too, right?
Really interesting again.
S4's trying to force in the top lane. If they can bring down the tier 3 tower, this opens up Team Secret to even take shrines of their own, or maybe the dream to leave their side of the river. Ignite spam from Puppy. The Martian Machine's given the cover. Great swap back into the Nullifier, but Ace, he's protected by the Aeon Disc, so he just moves away. Crit goes down again. Arteezy! Swapped into the middle of the fight! The tier 3 tower will fall. Arteezy will buy back his life. He needs to be there to give the aura. The top lane is pushing in. They have to take the melee racks right now. It's so low on life, and there it is. Team Secret, a full mid raxing, but they're going for more. They're going up for the top lane of racks. You've still got 8 seconds for Samel. He doesn't want to buy back from this. You can take the tier 3 tower and then potentially retreat, but the Martian Machines, the cover is thick. It's heavy. S4 doesn't care. He runs into it. Do they have the control? Not when he's BKB'd up with his Varda. Tries to send his ground. He'll go down, but Samel is here. Samel, the defender. He will hold him and kill him. A double kill. The call down clipped Puppy on the edge. And Team Secret, did you just overstay your welcome? And when EG are missing like this, they know something else is up. But hey, Roshan, one moment he's there, and the next moment he's just I thought he was upgraded to be stronger.
Yeah, this would have been faster a while back.
As they are looking to barrel down mid lane. Fly already commits the tombstone up on the high ground. Who wants to come close to try and finish this one off? Remember, it takes a hell of a lot. Arrows fly forward, but the tombstone zombies, they just soak it up. The laser bouncing through. Samel now burns the BKB. Remember, he's still got the refresher shot. Nagus available. Ace, Aeon Disc is already going to trigger on him, so EG take objective, and they will reset to come back. Don't know if you can take that many mangoes. Arteezy's looking towards the top lane under the cover of his freshly purchased Silver Edge. Hoping for a target. Courier. Oh, rares for everybody.
All right, no items on it at least. Wait, was that BB? S4?
S4 trying to run straight through the middle. He did get the swarm off, but it's distracted so they can go in through the top lane. S4, it really is smoke and mirrors. Laser will bounce around. They swap in mid one. Mid one's in trouble, and he's going to go down. Buyback is available for him. He'll have to use it instantly as that call down flag cannon from Samel. It will finally wear off, and they haven't got enough of these kills to really make it work. They actually have to wait it out. There's so many like undead minions fighting around. Team Secret, back to what you hold dear. There's a melee racks on bottom. S4's ready to take that, but looking for the kills in towards the mid. The laser making it so difficult to hit. Samel, finally he'll go down. The Aegis Immortal will burn. Team Secret, they're fighting, but they need to regenerate. Fly is still alive, ready for the fight. So does Samel. Blinks himself forward, right on top of Ace. Then the flag cannon, once again, with the call down. Ace will fall. No buybacks available. EG underneath the tier 4 towers are killing off Team Secret. But for now, Team Secret, at least in some way, hold the lines and maybe even find kills. Mid one's coming out. The gust from Arteezy. Yapsaw into the back lines. He's going to find the kill onto Arteezy. No! Yes, he does. But you've still got Tinker down. Varda's in trouble. Surrounded on all sides. Team Secret are done. They're dusted. There is no more. GG! Evil geniuses take out Team Secret and secure themselves a top 6 position here at TI.
What a great game that was. I think both teams played a really nice game. Overall, in the end, EG do come out victorious, but I think this is one of the best showings from Secret in this tournament, so they're definitely showing that they are getting into top form. They will unfortunately have to show that top form in the lower bracket,